Bow!
What's going on? Oh, shit, fucked up.
Bow!
What's going on, YouTube? It's Cruz back with Toxic Kings. Today we got another special guest. Today we actually our first female on the Cali Dish in season 2. So today we got Bianca, and then of course we got my boy Chavita.
We back. So
yesterday we filmed a mukbang, and then I actually reached out to Bianca maybe about a week ago. I slid into the DMs and I was like, "Yo, podcast question mark," and then she was down. It's actually a really good one because Bianca as well. She does TikTok and Instagram. She does TikTok. She does social media as well. So I feel like it'd be great to get someone else that does social media because I want to hear her perspective on a female side of everything. So the questions we talk about guys on this, we're gonna flip it now, see what a girl thinks. Like, you know, because we talk a little reckless on here. So I want to hear what you think as well. Mm-hmm. So let's kind of get into it. So what got you into like doing social media? Because I see you got a pretty big following.
Yeah, I kind of have been doing social media for a while. I remember like being in like middle school and doing like YouTube videos, and I've deleted all of them now, but I was always kind of into it. It was like a little hobby.
Yeah.
And I had one video that just like took off on TikTok. It was a drinking video actually. Okay. And it just like took off and got me all these followers, and I feel like everyone followed me because they thought like we're going to see some fun crazy drinking videos on here. But I kind of was like, wait, I didn't want to be known for that. You know, I didn't want that to be my niche.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know, I'm going to take the risk and just start posting what I really want to post, like fitness content, get ready with me, lifestyle videos. So I was like, well, this is a risk, but like, you know, let's just take it. And I feel like I did lose some followers, but I also started to gain more followers like in that niche. So it's been kind of a process. I feel like, you know, you have to appreciate the little goals, like the little milestones you make. But yeah, it's fun. It's a hobby, but it's turned into like a little...
So one thing with social media, a big thing is numbers. It's numbers, right? Because you're always looking at the numbers. And so one thing I saw as well, like so when we see a video that we thought was gonna do good, but it's doing like it's doing kind of worse. That's kind of when we get like I kind of get iffy about doing more. It kind of cuts down like the whole motivation to it. So how do you do that? Like, okay, let's say you post TikTok and you took like however long to edit it, put it together, and it didn't do as good as you thought it was.
Hard. I'm in the same boat as you. I post and I'm kind of in my head a lot. I watch the video like a lot of times before I post it. I feel like I get in my head. I think about what are people gonna say, what are people gonna think, and I feel like with social media you need to get out of that. Like you can't be in that mindset because you're always going to be like in your head and stopping yourself. So it's hard. And I know what you're saying. Like the videos that you don't even try on are the ones that usually like just take off, and the ones that you put so much effort in like get no like views. So it's hard. But I just kind of see it as a hobby, and I think you said that in one of your podcasts. Like you like doing it, so that's how I see it as a hobby. And if it does take off and go into something, then that's awesome. But if not, it's a hobby.
Like anyways, but social media, what do you got planned for that? Like, what's your like, what do you want to do with it?
Yeah, I kind of want to take it. I would love to be, you know, like a bigger content creator. I would love to do that. Yeah. As of right now, like I said, it's a hobby. I'm still in school, so I'm going to school. But if it was to take off to where I can live off of being a social media content creator, that'd be awesome. You know, I've already kind of started to do some little brand deals and get stuff sent to me. So like that's exciting. Those are little milestones that I'm trying to just like, you know, appreciate and value, because you know every step of the way is like you have to be happy about little things like that. So, you know, hopefully in the future it does take off and I'm able to, you know, do that as like a living. But for now we're just. But how did you get him, you know, to start joining on to like doing podcasts with you? Like, did you guys do that, plan that, or? Oh, okay.
No, I was like it just happened out of nowhere. I just ran into him into the gym.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I ran into him because we were in the at InShape. We're in the saunas, and I was like, "Oh shit! Like, what's up?" He's like, "What's up?" And then every day we would go at the same time, and we just kick it. And then one day we just started working out with each other and like just lifting together. And I told him that how'd it go? I told him that I was because we were building this room. Where my dad was like, "If you want to keep doing it, like we can build something for you." So we ended up building it. And then Chavo was like, "Bro, like you're not building no room. Like
no sponsorship."
And then Chava was like...
You should get the Prime.
And then Chava came in the room when there was nothing in here. It was already done. And I was like, bro, like, are you down to be on a couple videos? And he's like, yeah. He came on the first, like, 2, and then we sat down. I was like, bro, do you want to, like, continue this with me? Like, keep going? Because I was like, I can do this by myself, but it won't be as entertaining. Like, I can only say so much. Yeah. But with Chava here, he has, like, you know... He's his own person. I'm my own person.
Yeah.
And we're both funny. So one time, Chava was like... I was like, yo, you down to keep going? He's like, he was take as far as we can.
Let's do it, bro.
And here we are.
Let's do it. Give it a shot.
Yeah. It's nice to have someone too. I feel you guys can push each other, bounce ideas off of each other. You know, it's always nice to have someone. So that's cool. Yeah, that's nice. I didn't know that.
Like, no, yeah, it's cool. I mean, I'm glad Chava, shout out Chava.
Yeah.
Little interview.
What do you think? What do you think are the biggest red flags like when talking to a guy?
Ooh.
Like that you notice, like you'll start talking to him for like a week or two or like a month, and then nah, you're not gonna have to cut him off because of that or
Yeah,
some
yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? He ain't the one.
Ooh, this is juicy. I feel like they've changed a lot. My red flags now have changed from before, but a big one is probably, someone that doesn't have like work ethic or goals. I feel like that's really important because I feel like I have goals and I would want the person to be equally yoked,
motivated.
equally wanting to do good things, do big things. That's a red flag. Also, I think someone that wants to just be, that ties with this too, but being like that party life forever, that can't get over that, that's all they want to do. That's something that's kind of like a ick for me, a little red flag, turn off, yeah. I think lying too, like if I was to catch a lie, even if it's a small lie, I think that would instantly like turn off. Like, okay, that's that.
Because that small lie is gonna turn to bigger.
It could be something really small, but it's like, why'd you have to lie about that if it's small? What are you gonna lie about if it's like if that's what you lied about? You could lie.
What else are you gonna lie about?
Yeah. So I think those are like the main ones that are like
the red flag, the icks and red flags.
Icks, yeah.
Fuck. And are you single or are you taken right now?
I'm single right now.
You're single?
Yeah.
So why is it you're single? Is it because you're locked in? Are you single because you just can't find that person right now, or what? For example, like me and him, we're single because we're just locked in right now, right? I just got out of a pretty long relationship. I was like, you know what? I've had it with this for a little bit. Let me just take a break. Let's just do what we got to do.
Yeah, I think it's both. I think I'm locked in for sure. I'm trying to. I'm going to be a nurse, so
Nice.
the words I use,
Okay.
So I'm going to get there. So that's so that's what I'm trying to work towards. I try to go to the gym, be consistent there. I also just got back into like going to church, so I'm like trying to be my word, locked in there. I just feel like there's no time right now. I also got out of something like a while ago too, a relationship that it was rough. Like it was rough, so I was like, okay, I need to focus on myself. I need to put love in myself and just like grind and work. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm not really.
How long did that last? Your situation?
It was a few. It was like I want to say 7 months, but it was just kind of a rough one. So it kind of did impact me a little bit. It kind of set the tone to like, okay, I'm done for a while.
Yeah.
I need to really focus on myself because it was rough. It was a hard one for sure. I was definitely low for a while after that breakup, but I feel like all that builds character. It builds character and it gets you grinding. It really does. Like, people don't want to admit that like breakups.
They help.
They help, but they do. They get you. They could do like that kickstart for you. Like it makes you want to put that like love that you had for that person into yourself. I feel like.
Yeah.
So.
Now,
very true.
How'd you get over that breakup? What'd you do to get over it?
I honestly got into the gym. I was like going hard. I've always been in the gym, but not as like consistent.
Yeah.
And I think this time I was like, okay, I need to just be consistent, like lock in. And I feel like this one I handled it a lot better. I feel like in the past I've handled breakups bad. I've gone drinking with my friends, partying.
Ooh.
I'd always go there, and it would like honestly not fill any void for me. Like in the moment, you're happy, but you'd get home and be sad again. So I was like, I need to do something else. I need to like find that happiness somewhere else. Like drinking doesn't do it. It doesn't cut it. It doesn't. So that's when I just, started putting the work in myself. I also, like I said, got into church, and I was like, I need to fill that void, like, the right way. And I feel like I just, got in peace with myself. Like I was like, I'm at peace. Like, and I've actually like, I've forgiven the person too. I think it just takes like, healing is hard. Like healing is hard. And I feel like a lot of times you go the other way, the partying aspect. And it's, it's rough. I feel like that's not the way to go.
No, partying does not help at all. If anything, partying puts like a Band-Aid on it. I looked at it as a Band-Aid. You put a Band-Aid, because even like I told Chava and the other guys that come on, like when I went through my breakup and then she ended up, finding love like with someone else, I was like, oh shoot, it put a dent on me. So what did I do? I went out every single, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, we're out. And then, you get home and then now it's Monday throughout the week, you're just like miserable. And now you're looking forward to the weekend, which is like the worst. And when you said God, I like how you said that, because when I was out there in Wisconsin for the past 8 years, I probably went to church maybe a good handful of times. I come here, now my uncle, my aunt, they own a church. So like I wasn't forced to go to church, but my family went. So I was like, you know what, let me just go with them. Yeah. So now I'm going to church. What am I going? 3 or 4 times a week, Chava? Chava's like, where you going? I'm like, I gotta go to church. So we're going Thursday and we're going Sunday. Like we just got back today, like from church. So God is helping out a lot. I talked to him in the morning. I say thank you for letting me wake up. I say thank you for, being with my mom again, me and my again.
Yeah.
Me and Chava becoming homies again, and it helped out a lot.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm glad you said. I'm glad you said God, because that's one thing I haven't brought up in here, but it's true. Like he does help out. And
I kind of knew too. Like I feel like it's not. He's not talked about enough. He's not given that.
Exactly.
He's not given that exposure he needs. Like, people need to talk about it. Because, I feel like, you can look for happiness and peace everywhere else and you're not going to get it. Yeah. I feel like it took, me going to church and, like, actually, like, putting all that down, like, putting the partying down, I took a break from social media for a while, too. I wasn't posting as much because I really wanted to, like, get in my word and focus and, like, lock in. I was like, I need to heal. I really need to heal for real. And I feel like I did. But, yeah, I'm glad that I didn't know that. I'm glad that, that's cool that you brought it up, too. Yeah. That's me, too. I'm locked in. I'm going during the week, too. It's nice. I crave it. I crave to go. It's not just a Sunday thing. I'm like, I need to get more. Like, I need to go Thursday nights. I need to.
And there's temptation as well. So how we've been going out at nighttime, and in the morning I wake up and like I just go like one night we like here we didn't leave. No one left till like 3-4 in the morning, and I still got up at like 9 to go or whatever. So it's like you just gotta go.
Temptations are gonna come too. When you're trying to get back into your word and stuff, the enemy's gonna try harder too. He's gonna try to like.
Facts.
Pull you away, pull you back to that old life. So the temptations are there for sure.
And that's another good question that I talked about. Chow, I want you to answer those too. What's your what do you do when there's temptation, right? So like for example, like let's say in a relationship, let's put it on a guy perspective. Let's say we're dating someone, right? But she's at home, we ended up going out to party. There's girls around us and there's temptations. How do you like get past those temptations? What is it where you like? Because I feel like when it comes to temptations, all you're thinking about is the cons. You're not thinking about the pros. When the cons can be something so little, and then it ends up being that you end up doing the wrong thing, you end up choosing the bad choice. So where do you like? Has there been a part in your life, or not even relationships, but where you had a bad temptation, you just have to like overcome? Like I can't do it.
Yeah, I feel like temptations they're hard. I don't know, like maybe not. I can't relate to that situation necessarily because I feel like anytime I was in a relationship, I feel like I would rarely go out. If not, I would be with the person. Yeah. But they're hard. I think now my coping way is like I just pray about it. Like, oh my God, I need to pray about this temptation because it's they're hard. Sometimes they're like the relationship one. Like, how would you deal with that? If you were out.
I would say like my temptation would be like how I was like always messing around or drinking or smoking. I feel like I have more temptation than that. That's like the hardest part of like trying to quit or trying to stop. But I feel like what I would do, I would just get busy. Do stuff. Like when I started going to the gym, I stopped, went like 3 months with no drinking and just locked in, focused, took off social media, and I was just locked in, without messing up.
Did you just and like
cold you said, temptations will like come up, like, oh, let's go out with the boys or let's go out with the girl or something something was just temptation, and that's when like you said, like the evil will try to
get to
go
you,
back
bro.
back to the old person, Which
for a little bit, me and Chav this past month, we've been like that's kind of where we get it, the temptation this past month. But it's been a lot of birthdays, so we've been kind of like feeding into it. But now this month of April, we're just straight locked in. We filmed one on the 1st, we filmed one on the 2nd. We're just trying to film as much as we can.
Yeah, that's
just stay locked in.
My birthday month.
Woo. There you go. Really?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you turning?
22.
Oof. Yeah. I just turned 20. I just turned 23. I just turned 22 in January.
Oh, dang.
Respect.
We're getting old.
We're getting old, bro.
We're getting old.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even tell you guys. So I met Bianca in middle school. We were about 12, 13. That's where I met Bianca. And then, so now it's been what? It's been quite a bit. It's been like 8, 9, almost 10 years that I haven't seen her. And like I said, here we are talking again on the couch at almost 22 years old.
That's why I love that you do this because like I honestly like the past people you've had like Robert, Emerson, I haven't heard of their like lives or what they're up to, and you get a sneak peek of it on the podcast. I like that you do that. You get to see like what they're up to, how they're doing. I think that's really cool.
Thank you.
Like keep doing it and having people on here because that's like the only way I feel like we'll get to
see people,
see and hear stories.
Again,
yeah, because social media, you post what you want to post. You don't post the truth. The real. Here, you guys ask real questions that you're able to see. Like, oh, that's what they're going through. That's what they went through. That's it's nice. That's cool.
Sweet, thank you. And it means a lot. It means a lot. If I like that you watch and you're paying attention because and then that's the whole point of this. I want people to I want people to hear what we have to say because it's like we're idiots, but like we're smart idiots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like we're like smart idiots. So,
how do you feel when a guy DMs you?
Oh,
yeah. You feel like, oh, look at this weirdo or this creep, you know what I mean, or something. Or
I think
they look.
Stay away. No, I think it's all about how you approach the person. Honestly, it's how you put the DM together. If you come off like, I feel like for me, if you come off like trying to degrade me or like be like nasty, say something like that, like it's like no. But I feel like it's all the way you do. If you want to ask someone out, have it planned. Be like, hey, we're going here. Like, I want to get to know you. I want to take you here.
Really?
I think I like it like that,
So, okay, so for example, like me and Chava, right? So, like, let's say there's, the baddie on Instagram, and I want to DM her. I got to get to the point. I gotta be like, look, Ruth, Chris, 8 o'clock, be ready?
I feel like that, I've had that happen, and I was like, this is different. Okay. But I mean, I got to know the person, I was like, okay, let's text about it. And, but we ended up going there. I don't know. I think that's being straightforward, but also confident in yourself. A girl can tell when someone's like not confident in themselves. But I think but it is an ick too when you're like, just like, oh, you're hot, in the DMs. I don't know. I don't like that. I feel like that's
should go delete some DMs.
Same like at the gym, I don't mind being like, complimented at the gym. It's all how you say it though. It's all how you word it. And like when you come up to me too, like don't come and interrupt my leg press when I'm like struggling to get the weight up, I don't know. I just feel like it's all how you say it and how you approach the person. Respect. Just be respectful, I think.
Respectful, be nice. Okay, so let's
That's honestly the good thing, like, you say that. Because how do you feel like... Because sometimes we be like, we see a little baddie at the gym, and we're like, damn, bro, like, fuck, should I risk it? Nah. But I was going to say, like, how do you feel, like, about guys going up to you in the gym? Or, like, have you ever had that situation before?
I have.
Yeah? No way.
I mean, I can't speak for all girls, but I'm honestly, like, a friendly person. I have a hard time... being rude to someone, like even guys, like I have a rude time being like, get away from me. I can't do that. I'm not like that. Even if I'm not interested in you, like I'll say keep going. I'll be like, yeah, hi, like I'm here, I'm from here, whatever.
Until they ask for the number.
Until they ask for the number, and then I'm like, oh, I'm just not.
Sorry, it's because emotional unavailable.
I don't have service.
On my phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just all how you say it. Just don't interrupt their set for sure. Don't interrupt any set they're in. But also, I feel like you could tell when someone's like interested in you.
They're looking.
Yeah, I feel like you
I guess
side-eyeing.
I guess no one's interested
the
in
little side eye.
Side eye. No, just kidding.
The little side eye.
The little side eye.
Man.
For example, we at the gym, right? Let's say you're filling up your water bottle. Like I'm gonna go to, hey, I'm Cruz. Like is that weird or what I do?
No, I think that's good. Yeah.
Really?
I've had a guy. You know what? I had a guy one time come up to me and was like, hey, like I wasn't doing no workout or anything. I think I was resting, and he came up. He's like, hey, you have like a really beautiful face, and then it walked away, and I was like, whoa, like what? Because like he didn't ask for my number. That's all he said, and then walked away. And I was like, it leaves you kind of like you're mysterious, like that curiosity, like wait. Like, like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm not saying, like, just go and be like, hey, you're cute, and then leave. But, like, he basically did that. Like, you have a beautiful face. Like, the way he said it, too, he didn't say, like, you're bad or whatever, He was like, you have a beautiful face.
You're
like,
fired.
I don't know. I just feel like it's all how you...
Respect. Okay, respect it. So, do you think... So, since you're not dating and you're locked in, do you feel like you're emotionally available right now?
I feel like I have a lot to, like, work on still. So, probably no, not yet.
Emotion. Okay,
yeah,
so not ready?
Yet, no.
So, fellas, no sliding.
Don't get your hopes up.
No sliding in the DMs. Yeah, not yet. I feel like I have a lot to, like, work on in all aspects, like, my career, like, all that. The gym, I have goals, like, and same with, getting with my word, I want to get locked in more. I don't want distractions, so I feel like sometimes relationships can distract you, hold you back a little bit.
Yeah.
So I feel like when I get in a relationship, I want to be fully ready, like, fully...
Invested in it.
That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's another thing too. I didn't even think of that. Like us too. Like I'm emotionally available. Like just emotionally wise. Like I can't hold myself up to no one right now. I feel like I just can't in general. Chava's smiling. Stay away. This guy. But another thing is like it's true. Like if I were to get a girlfriend, me and Chava we're filming 2 today. 1 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah, bro. You get a girlfriend? Shit, I won't see you no more, bro.
So and it's like if I get a girl,
just be you. One man show.
Hello. Like all, all the podcasts will go away, and it's like that's one thing why another reason. But I didn't think of that. But you're right. Like if I were to get a girl, if one of us were to get a girl, like it'd be hard. Like yo, Chava, you down?
I'm
no.
with the girlfriend.
I'm with the girlfriend.
Date night.
It's a OnlyFans now.
Yeah, it's hard. Relationships are a lot of work, and they take time.
It's like another job, huh?
It is. It literally is. It is. I feel like that's why when you get out of a relationship, you want to do so much. You want to get that job. You want to get that body.
The body.
Because you feel like you have all the time now. You feel like, okay, I'm able to now. Because they take a lot of time and work and patience. It's just all that. Like, they could be a distraction too. But also, like, they could be a good thing too. If you find the right person, you can build together and get at the gym together, swole mates or whatever. You could do all that. Go to church together. You could do it all. So you just have to find the right person. But I want to build myself to be that person for someone.
Yeah.
I want to get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I could be someone's like person that can, we could fit each other and build each other up. So
Okay, so you want to add someone to your life, not have to help someone.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And I want to be the same. I don't want someone to have to build me up. I want to be built so that when they get me, like I'm ready, I'm solid, I'm whole. Like,
take notes.
Rely on no one, bro. Be your own person.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't want them to have to feel like, oh, I'm carrying weight, I'm carrying her weight. No, she has herself, and we're equal. We're building up together from here on. So yeah, that's.
I told Chava this yesterday. I go, what do you think guys in life right now are messing up in life? Like, cause there's us where we're locked in, and then there's that other half. So what do you think girls right now? Where do you think they're like? In this generation. Where do you think it's going bad for them?
Ooh, it's hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's hard because I'm a girl's girl. I always want to support girls. I even think back to maybe me in high school, and even if I would have said something mean or had some kind of bad blood with someone, damn, that's messed up. Why was I like that? I think right now I feel like, I don't even know. I feel like people that are stuck in that, like I said earlier, for, even guys and girls, stuck in that party, filling that void with the partying, it's not it, it's not it's waste, it's draining you. It really does. It drains you. And so I feel like that's a way to, kind of not waste your life, but, you're wasting time there.
Yeah, you are.
Wasting your life a little bit there.
That's a perfect thing. Going out, right? Going out every night. See, I think the only reason we did it this month was because of birthdays, right?
Yeah.
It was Chava's birthday, Javi's birthday, and then me and Chava haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, let's go out for one. Fuck it. Turned out to 3 a.m.
3 weeks.
Next thing you know, it was 3 weekends in a row, but no, now we're definitely locked in. But no, you're right on that with the whole, it's a Band-Aid. I feel like it's come down to just a Band-Aid.
It is.
And then, what is it that you've had to overcome in college so far? Because college ain't fun.
Hard,
college is up and down. I went through it. So what is it?
It's hard. I'm honestly not where I thought I would be. I thought I would be, already finishing nursing school maybe. But no, it's hard. I feel like I've had to work and go to school. I don't really get financial aid help. So I've had to work and go to school full time, both, because I need to pay for school. So I've gotten, a little behind. I'm just kind of, struggling a little bit, but I'm going to do it. I know I'm going to finish. I'm just kind of going at a little slower pace because, like I said, I have to do both. I have to juggle both. So it's been hard, though. That's been a big thing I've had to overcome. And then comparing yourself to where you're at and someone else is at, it gets you. But I have to sit back and remember, my life's different, We're at different pace. We're doing different things. So that's been a big thing, comparing my school journey to someone else's, and also, comparing where I'm at. But, so I have to sit back and be like, it's fine. Exactly. We're going to finish. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, respect.
What about you? What kind of, what did you have to overcome in school? And
so in school, I had to overcome what I wanted to do. I didn't know I was choosing in life, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And one thing I love to do is talking. I love talking, and I like, listening to someone, helping someone out. And then so I ended up getting into sales and marketing. So that's what I do now for work, and it's going pretty good. But obviously that's not what I want to do forever. If me and Chava can sit here and interview people or sitting down, kick it with someone for the rest of our life, I'm cool with that too. Right, Chava? We're straight kick it and chilling.
Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe.
We're on the road to 300 subscribers right now.
I'll repost too.
Thank you.
I'm gonna reshare the video.
Thank you. Shout out.
This is the Toxic Kings, YouTube channel.
Los Toxics.
What do you think is your biggest toxic trait? Every Latina girl have a little toxic kind.
Yeah.
We got ours.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I've had my fair share of toxic traits. Yeah. I think you know what? I have been a jealous type. I've noticed in my relationships I do get jealous, and I feel like that's normal.
Yeah, that's normal.
When you're
if you
dating
like the
someone,
person,
if you really like them, you're
gonna
get
a little jealous.
So I feel like I definitely have an FBI side to me.
Why did you look at her?
Why'd you like that picture?
I have my FBI side. Even if I don't tell you in the moment what I found, I'll save that. I'll screenshot whatever I found, save it, and I'll use it at the right time I need to. I have that FBI side in my files.
The evidence.
The evidence.
The evidence.
Yeah, that too. I think also attachment. I get really attached. I would, which I think I'm getting better at, but I would get really attached to the people I was with. I would want to always be with them. You get attached in a really.
Advice would you give to young girls and leaving high school or entering high school and going into college or into the real world?
Staying true to yourself. I feel like it's really hard to get, you want to fit in, you want to do things that other people are doing, but, stay true to yourself, do what feels right. I wanted relationships. I think you said that in one of your podcasts before about, staying single. I think that's important too. Stay single, get to know yourself and love yourself. And I think that's something that advice I would give to myself too. If I could go back and be like, you know what, girl, get out of the relationship, live your life, enjoy, because you're only young once,
Stressing out so early.
Yeah, you shouldn't be stressing that young over something that's so small.
not
It's a
gonna
small
worry.
part of your life. You know, you should be living
Facts.
life, going out, getting to know yourself, hanging out with your friends, your family. Yeah,
A tight circle, like having to do like. So what do you think about having like a like? Do you have like a tight circle where it's just you and a couple friends?
Yeah, I do. I think I've slowly, started to,
Build one.
just lose contact with people that, weren't it. And I do have that small circle of people I talk to on a day-to-day basis. And like, yeah, it's small, but it's the people that, matter. They're the
Exactly.
people that I can go to, I can call whenever I need something. So, and even if we don't talk every day, I have those people that like, we don't talk every day, but when we do, it's like, they're there. If I need something, like they're there. So I feel like that's all that matters. You don't need to have this big circle of friends. You don't need to have this big group. You guys, it's really cool. You guys do have a big group. You guys are all like,
We're always together.
all together equally, like, there
But
for
I
each
feel like
other.
that's an important part because I don't talk to him like every day, But when I do talk to him, it's like if I never like it connects exactly like that. So I feel like that's important.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to know like you have to have communication with that person every day, But as long as you still fuck with them tough, it should be all that matters.
And they're real guys. I feel like nowadays it's easy to tell who's real and who's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Chava, I got Chava's back through anything, right?
Yeah.
Shit, we almost got into a fight. I was go to get it,
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. But I mean, and I got Chava's back no matter what, right? Same with Chava. Like Chava calls me, yo, I'm answering. I call Chava, he's answering.
Yeah.
And let's say I don't answer, I'll call as soon as I see my phone, right? As soon as possible.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that it's one thing too. The youth for guys and girls out there, like make sure you like it's easy now to tell the real to the fake. So if you can have a tight circle, like Bianca said. Like keep that small circle. You don't need 50 friends. You don't need the whole school to be your friend. Like just to stay true to yourself.
Have a good circle,
Have a tight circle, and then put people around you that are gonna motivate you to do better.
Do better.
If it wasn't for Chava, I probably wouldn't have posted my first podcast till who knows when.
Yeah, that's true. And your friends are always gonna want to see you win. My friends too. When I get in my doubts about like social media, my friends right away are like, no, post it. You need to post it. Like other day I was at the gym and I set up my camera to record myself at the gym and I was like, I'm not feeling it. My friend literally picked up my phone and was like, no, I'm recording you now. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's recording me. I have to do it now. Those friends that will like support you no matter what and like have your back and motivate you to do better. Those are the ones you want to have. Like you don't want no bitterness. You don't want no jealousy. You don't want people that are gonna like envy you or anything. You want people like wholehearted pure friendships. Like that's all you want. So if it's only 3, 2, whatever it is, like that's all you need.
Yeah, the real ones.
Yeah, the real ones.
Number one, what's something hard that you had to overcome in your life, or like let's say you're rock bottom, and you're like, shit, like is this still worth it, or like what's something you went through, and then how'd you get over it? You don't have to explain that thing, but how'd you get over that? If you were rock bottom one day and you're just like, damn, like, because I've been through there where I was like, is it still worth it? Like, because I feel like I was just disappointing everybody in the world. I feel like I had nobody. I feel like I was alone for the longest time ever, and then I grew out of that because now I'm like I could be alone and I'm fine with that. So what's something you had to?
I feel like for me, this last summer actually I was kind of very like in a low spot. It was hard to get out of bed sometimes. It was hard to just get going and doing things, no motivation for anything. I feel like it played a lot of things added up to that. I feel like, I lost my grandma 2 years ago.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I went through a really bad breakup. I was completely blindsided. And so I felt like I was like, okay, I just felt really low. And I think to get out of that, it took me a minute. You have to cry. I feel like you have to cry and like let it out. You have to get into your feels. Like you really have to, because if you bottle all that up, it's like it's going to do you bad. It's just going to make you feel worse. But I think family really helped me. Family and friends helped me get out of that. I had friends constantly like trying to get me to go with them, to do something, like get out of the house. I had my family playing a role, that tough love. Like my brother, I won't forget, he saw me one time on the couch just like upset, crying, and he came out and he's like, why are you still crying? Why are you still like crying? Why are you still like in your feels? It's been a week. Get up. Like get up and go outside, touch some grass. Like, he just like, it was
Smell
that
the air,
tough love, but I needed to hear it. He said some things that were like, I needed to hear that. He's like, do you think he's still crying? Like, he was like up, he was speaking and he was speaking back. So I was like, you know what? He's right. In the moment I was like, why would he say that to me? But then it got me thinking, I went to my room and I was like, you know what? He's right. And that's what I needed. So family and friends, I feel like play a huge role. Like, lean on them because they're going to heal like a heart that they didn't break. They're going to be there, even if like you haven't talked to them in a while, or you were distracted with whoever you were with, like they're going to be there at the end of the day and they're going to help heal that heart for you. Like they're going to help you, they're going to get you back on your feet. So that helped me a lot. Like my friends and family for sure. My mom too. She was there. She was like,
your mom's like your best friend, huh?
Yeah, she is.
Ever since we were younger, she's always
you remember that?
Shout out.
Super cool.
Shout out Mom Dukes.
Shout out Mama Dukes.
Yeah.
Mom.
She's the real one. She also went through something similar too, with my dad. So when I went through what I went through with my last relationship, I like
She already knew.
You know, I told her, and we stayed up. I remember, I won't forget, we stayed up to like 2 a.m. Just, you know, sharing, you know, crying, whatever, sharing. She was telling me her side and how she went through the same thing. And so I'm grateful for my family for sure. That's one thing. I feel like just don't be scared to like open up to people, you know, that'll help you heal. When you talk about it, you'll heal. Like talking about it helps. Talking about it to family and friends.
Especially to your family. Huh?
Yeah, and your friends too. You know, especially you guys have a tight circle. So I feel like anytime if any of you guys need something, like you know, you guys have each other. I always see you guys like posting, and I'm like, that's awesome that you guys are able to keep it going. Even you that left, like they're able to jump back in, like if nothing happened. Like that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, and every morning I wake up and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. Like Chava was like, "Hey, bro," like Chava's like a big brother to me, you know. Chava, like, you know, he's like, "What's up, bro?" Like, you know. And then Chava even said the other day, he goes, "Bro, you know, you're just like, you know, someone said like, you know, you were like that, like that missing piece of the puzzle. Now we're all connected again." And it's hella dope, you know. I'm hella thankful, you know, because
that's nice.
Like one thing, I'm gonna get a little emotional right now,
don't make me cry.
Because about like, I swear to God, Chava, it wasn't for you for like about 2 months ago. Like my first month back here in Woodland, I was kind of like just family because I haven't seen my family in like 4 years, right? My mom moved back 4 years ago and I stayed out there. So just doing whatever I want to do out there. And a month and I'm just like in the house, like bored. Like I got no friends. I got no nothing. I no one to talk to, right? All my friends in Wisconsin are obviously still doing, you know, their day to life things, right? And I'm just like, man, like, is this really worth it? Like, is it what I want to do here? Like, my job at the time, like, I was a new guy again. Like, it was like, man, like, I don't want to be here. Like, I had everything over there. Like, I was comfortable out there. But one thing I don't know how to change. And like I said, I started talking to God one morning. And then fucking next thing you know, me and Chava are like homies again. Boom.
Yeah,
Chava,
crazy.
and then Chava hit up the boys. And the boys like, hey, yo, bring Jose. I came. They brought me in. And then if I want to link up with Chava again a month ago or talk to him a month ago, like 2 months ago, I probably would have been gone. Because I just couldn't, it would just like get into me. I was like, I'm 22, like why am I starting over again? But I'm glad I am. Like I'm glad I feel like a change needed to happen for me in my life. If not, we wouldn't be doing this. We got about almost like, after like this week, we'll have like 13, 14 videos already filmed.
That's awesome.
You know, and it's like, and because of Chava, because of my mom, because of the kids, and because of the homies bringing me in again and letting me like be me again, like, it means a lot to me. So
yeah, I feel like you just shared something so real, you know, like I really believe that like God will isolate you to like mold you to what he needs you to be. And you know, you went through that period of isolation, but he'll bring the people that you need into your life, you know. And I feel like the same thing happened to me. I was very like felt alone for a while, and it's like I wasn't alone. I had people around me, but I felt alone. Like I also had a new job that, you know, my old job, I knew everyone. We'd go to parties on weekends and stuff. Like, I knew everyone at my old job, but I needed something different. I needed to leave. And so, yeah, I was in a state where I was, like, at a new job, feeling very isolated, just going to the gym, working school, like, not going out. And so I feel like that period of isolation, you need it, you know, because that's where I grew, like, bigger on my faith. I got, you know, more locked in that aspect. And then, you know, and now I feel like I'm finally starting to, like, you know, have those relationships come back into my life, those friendships. And, like, they're wholesome, you know, they're whole friendships. Like, they're real. So I feel like you go through that. You'll go through that isolation period, but you know, there's always that like positive at the end of it.
I wasn't rock bottom, but I was just ready to give up. I was like, bro, this is like ain't nothing going on. And it was storming hella hard too. Like I thought I was gonna come back and see sunshine. And then me and Chad were cruising down Main Street today, and it was like sunny out. We had the sun visor open, and we were straight kicking it. So I mean, Chava, one thing I gotta say is thank you, G, for, you know, helping me out, bro. You know what I'm saying. I think Chava was a big reason why I stayed. Like, if not, I was ready to pack it up. Like, this room wasn't even like thought about yet, like at all. And then one day I woke up and I was like, fuck it, let's just build this, and we did. But no, now. So the last question that I have for you, I don't know if Chad has more questions for you, but the last question is, what's your like 2-year plan? I feel like everyone talks about this 5-year plan. Nah, F that. I feel like if we're older now, so I feel like if you want to do something, we're gonna go get it. So in the next 24 months, 2 years, where do you think? Like, where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself?
I think in the next 24 months, I think I'll be in a nursing program.
For a fact.
You know, I don't think I'll be done yet, but I'll be in it for sure. In it, and you know, just trying to get that license, the nursing license. I also hope, like, TikTok-wise, I'll have a little more exposure, even if it's not follower-wise, but, like, with brands at least. I'll have some more brand deals coming in.
No, and we'll have to definitely do more collabs. Like we do mukbang, so you definitely have to get in one of those.
Yeah,
where we just sit there and eat and talk about what's going on in the world. Like, you know.
that would be fun. Even, you know, to have you guys come on to like a TikTok, you know, like do a little TikTok live or something, like, you know.
A little skit,
a little video at the gym or something. Yeah,
it's 30.
But yeah, that's probably my goal, you know, to be. Hopefully, I'll be in that nursing program, and my social media will be a little more established.
Shout out. Where can they follow you at?
Yeah. Throw your Instagram and your TikTok, and then I'll put them up right here.
Okay. They're the same. It's biancalbarajas on TikTok and
here.
Instagram.
Right there. Bet.
Follow for more videos. Let me see questions. I feel like you guys are doing good. What you're doing is good, you know. And a lot of times, like, you can't control what your audience is gonna say, and I think you guys handle that actually really well.
Yeah.
I don't know if this part's gonna be in the video, but you know, even in your last one, like, you know, where you guys were talking about the gym and girls, and one of the guests was like something about girls can wear, you know, ass and crack showing whatever they saw. I feel like you guys handled that really well. You know, like you didn't engage much. You know, you listened and you're there, and neither did you. You know, you guys can't control what your audience is gonna say.
The guest,
the guest. The guest. But yeah, I mean, I feel like what you're doing is good. You're
Thank
getting
you.
different
Thank you.
viewpoints, different perspectives, and like you're not always gonna be able to know what's gonna be said and stuff. You know. So.
You know what? Actually, let's ask this last question, Chava.
Oh.
So when with Robert, we talked about what's a high value man. To you, what's a high value woman? Because I feel like how high value is a big thing right now. What's your definition of a high value woman? Because you're headed there, right? Sounds like
I'm hoping, yeah. You know,
I don't think me and Chava. I don't think me personally. I don't think I'm a high value man at all yet. I feel like I'm just fucking stretching. I ain't warmed up yet. I'm still stretching. To hopefully get there one day. What's your definition on a high value woman?
That's hard. I don't see you. You say you consider me a high, that makes me feel happy, you know, because I feel like, you know, I have work to do too. You know, I feel like we're never satisfied with ourselves, you know, never. But I think just being like healed is part of it, you know. You don't want to be bitter. You don't want to be like, and then part of it is like forgiving people that have hurt you in the past. So that I feel like that makes someone like a high value person, you know, that doesn't have like bitterness to people, no hate. You don't envy people. Yeah. So, you know, I feel like when you have hate to people or like envy them or are jealous, like that's when your value goes down because you're trying to like make yourself feel better by bringing others down. So I feel like that being positive and being like really a light to people and spreading love is like high value to me. Like I feel like when I see a girl spreading positivity and like love, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like high value. She's, you know, she's doing it right. She's spreading positivity. So I think that like your personality, how you are, like your heart is, I feel like that shows your value. That and, you know, just having your life together, getting your life, whether that's like, you know, it doesn't always have to be school. It doesn't have to be, you know, like the normal, like a 9 to 5. It doesn't have to just like getting, you know, going towards something that you love and like want to work towards. You know, just having those goals. You want
to hear my opinion on a high value woman?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I think a high value woman is not someone who needs someone, but you want them in your life, right? That's so good. like independent, and then someone who's like got their own path. Like, you know how like me and Chava do like podcasts? I want her to have her own path where she does like, for example, like she's a nurse and she's doing this and helping, you know, doing what she has to do. And at the end of the day, we can come back together and talk about her days. And like, oh yeah, I did this. Not where she's. I
like how you said that.
Not where she's at home and just waiting for me. You know, I don't.
Yeah, like you're carrying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that. I like how you said that because I don't know if you earlier how I was saying about like the attachment, getting attached to someone. Yeah, having your own life. I feel like that'll make you a high value woman. You know, you have your own life. You do your own thing. You don't need someone necessarily. But it's nice just to have that, you know.
To have that addition.
Yeah, it's addition. It's not like it's not going to take away from you or anything. Exactly. It's just adding to you. So I like how you said that. That's true. I agree with you.
Thank you.
I agree.
What's your opinion on high value woman?
I feel like what she said, like staying busy, you know, as long as she's like doing good shit and nothing bad. Cause I have to say a little quick story. Like today, one of my boys told me, "Oh, I'm gonna go meet up with the girl," but the first thing she told him, "Do you drink or smoke?" You know, that's a red flag. You should already know that girl is not a high value woman, and that's just for like a good time and nothing special, you know, because that already is a big red flag. Like, you know, she tells that to every guy, or like that's the first thing she like thinks of, you know, like, oh, do you drink or smoke? Like, you know, like
yeah, she's not even like a hello or
not even like, you know, like let's go out have dinner first or nothing, you know, like what?
Yeah.
Want to go watch a movie? No.
Yeah.
Do you drink or smoke? Ugh. That's kind of an ick. Ugh.
But I feel like what she's like. The way he said, like, oh, I look at you as a high value woman is because you're going to college, you're doing, like you said, work, and you're doing social media, you're doing like a whole bunch of stuff, you know? You're not like no girl that just doesn't do nothing, or like it looks just to have fun, you know? You have your shit together.
Yeah. You want to be something.
Yeah, you want to be something.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, it's hard to like, especially at our age, you know, we want to have fun, we want to be, you know, but it's
fun
hard.
going out and having, but
temptation.
You got to realize as well, like, having too much fun is not good.
and it'll come. You know, once we get that life we want, like the fun,
Oh,
the
yeah.
fun will be there. Fun's always gonna be there, but like you know, the opportunities and stuff might not always be there. So it's important to take them when you have them. And you know, right now that we're young, that's when we should grind and work.
Wonder Bar ain't going nowhere.
Wonder Bar. For real, the bars ain't going nowhere. The clubs aren't going anywhere. They'll be there. They'll be there when you're graduated, or you know, or you have your career, whatever it is. Like the bars are gonna be there always.
Always the fun.
The fun is gonna be there.
Look, so now that we're talking more, I keep getting the more questions in my head. Shooting
Little curveball in there, bro.
yeah. So like
Little
shooting your shot. Shooting your shot. I think we're in a place now. Everyone's comfortable with each other. I think girls should shoot their shot with guys, because I think guys, like, I'm shy. Do you think we're like in a place now in the world where girls can shoot their shot too with guys?
I think so.
Would you ever?
Would I ever shoot my shot?
That's a good one.
Crickets.
I know I don't know, because like I'm in a sense shy too in that aspect. Not with friends, I will make friends like, you know, anytime, but with like guys, like that type of stuff, yeah, I am. Like I want them to make the first move. That's just how I am though. I want guys to make the first move. I know that it's okay for girls too, but I would prefer that the guy pursues me first. You know, I want a guy to pursue me. Okay. I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm with this guy because I went out of my way to pursue him. So yeah, but I mean, I feel like girls can make the first move, of course. How would you guys feel if a girl made the first move on you? What is that like?
I'd be like, oh, sweet, because now I know she's interested right away.
I'd be like, woo, that's a layup. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, because if she came up to me, you know, like I didn't have to do any work or anything. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
No work? Like,
you know what I mean? No work, nothing. Like,
she
came up to me.
It's just for guys. I feel like it's just harder because it's like hard to tell nowadays, because it's like, and then nowadays you see all this stuff on social media where it's like she has options. It's like, well, shit, you know, now you don't know. Now if she were to come to me, I'd be like, okay, bet.
Well, people have options. I don't know. I just feel like that's crazy to me. I mean, I feel like, yeah, I guess I could see where it would be nice for you guys. Like, yeah, if a girl came up to you guys, because it does feel good too when a guy's like, you know that guy's into you. Like, oh, that guy just came up to me. It depends how they do it though. But yeah, it feels good too for us too. Like, you know, girl. I mean, I feel like I can't speak for all girls, but I know some girls, yeah, they do get kind of like, you know, mad when guys come up to them, or like he's a creep or whatever. But
get away.
Yeah, get away. I don't know. I feel like for me, I'm nice and I'll like take the compliment. I'll say thank you. And if I'm not interested, I just won't give my number. But I'm not gonna be like rude. I'm not gonna be like, you know, like walk away or ignore them. Like that's just not. I'll say thank you and talk to them for a little bit. But like, yeah, as soon as they pull up the phone, I'm like, oh, if I'm not interested, I'm gonna be like, oh, sorry.
Walking away.
My tia's calling me.
I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that right now. You know, I'm not dating. You know, whatever. Keep it short, and I'm nice about it.
I'm a boyfriend.
I'm nice about it. Oh, I should say that. I should say that. But yeah, it's.
What's the worst DM you gotten?
No names.
The worst DM. I mean, I've got some pretty bad ones, because some of the people from my TikTok will come to my Instagram, so I'll get like weird ones, like send me your socks, or like, you know, weird stuff like that.
Send me your socks.
Yeah, like mail me your socks, or like just like, you know, feet pic. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? You know, and I click on their profile and they're like an actual page. It's not like bots, you know, like they're going to school somewhere far, and I'm like, you're sick, but. Yeah, I can't say I've gotten a bad one like in town. Like I've had some people where they like slide in the DMs just saying like, "Hi, you're hot. Like let me take you out," type of thing. Which I don't think that's bad. That's just their way of shooting their shot. Yeah. But I just got weird ones from like TikTok, like people that come from my. So
pretty much I can't just send an emoji no more to slide in. Like I can't send hard eyes no more. Next. Shit.
Well, just be different. Everyone's sending the hard eyes. Everyone. How many guys are sending her the hard eyes? You know.
Damn.
Those are right there in the story when you slide up those options. How many guys just slide up and click one?
What do you like better, if they ask for your number or like your social media, like your Snap or
no number? Ooh, number. I think I finally
told you, bro.
I think I finally got into the point where like if someone asked me for this, I think someone did ask me for a Snapchat one time at I went to a Karol G concert, and then I went to like a club right after, and some guy asked me for my Snapchat, and I was like, "Are you really asking me for my Snapchat?" And he's like, "Oh, I mean, do you have your number?" I meant to say number. Like, he caught on right away. I love Snapchat? Like, excuse me? You know, I don't know. I think just numbers more, it's you know, I feel like it's more mature, straightforward. Mature. Yeah. I feel like
that's what I've been telling them, because I don't got social media right now, you know, but that shit's been working.
No social media?
I don't got social media, but asking for number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that. Bro, I was telling him and like Anthony and them, I was telling them, bro, you gotta start asking for the number, bro. You have to. Little tip for the guys.
A little advice. Hey, could you believe that? Child doesn't have no social media, but they love Chava. Everyone slides up, hey bro, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? I'm like, dude, like
he's mysterious. Because there's no tag.
He's
so
hidden.
they
He
can't.
hit him.
Yeah.
Like so, I was driving home from work one day, and then some homies from Wisconsin called me, like, bro, who is that on the podcast, bro? That was hella funny. I was like, bro, that's my best friend, dude. Like, me and him through everything together. Like, it's my best friend.
Yeah, he's funny. He's always been funny, you know.
And Chava.
I think a part of that is like, cause back to like red flags that you were saying earlier. Another red flag I think for me is like when like a guy follows heck of girls on social media. Like, you know, you're going through their following and it's just like girl after girl after girl. And some of the girls don't even follow him back. It's like,
I unfollow them, bro.
Sorry.
That's what I would do, bro. I would do that shit.
Sorry.
Bro. Oh my God, they caught me. Nah, bro. When they wouldn't follow me back, bro, I'm gonna follow. Especially if it's a local girl. Like, what do you think you are, bro? You know what I mean? What do you think you is, Kim K? Hell no, bro. You ain't bad like that. You know, a little follow back. Shout out to all the locals.
all the locals. We love you guys.
So let's say you were in a relationship, right? And he was liking like chicks in bikinis.
Oh.
What are you doing?
That would be. I would get in fights.
Do you see that as like disrespect? Because I'm one to like
Sending the screenshot right away. Huh?
No, because look,
screenshotting and putting my files right. Yeah.
Because look, like I want to
What are
sit
you
here,
doing?
like I want to sit here and just scroll and just like everything, right? And I won't notice it. I'll just like it, you know. Maybe I'll look like everything, right? And then I'll wake up in the morning, screenshots.
Yeah.
Really?
I used to do that too. I would screenshot too. I'd be like, why are you liking that? I feel like it's a disrespect thing, you know. It is because I see it as a way as like. Imagine how other people are seeing that. So if I saw it, imagine someone else is like, dude, look, like Jose's liking the picture and he has a girlfriend. Like what, you know? Yeah. How other people are seeing like he just like that bikini pic, but like he has a girlfriend. For me, that's how I see it. Like imagine how I feel. So imagine what other people are thinking. Because I know I think that too. If I'm on Instagram and I see some guy that has a girlfriend like liking something, I'm like, don't you have a girlfriend? Why is he liking that? Even for me, when I post my like gym pics or whatever, and a guy that has a girlfriend will like it, I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, be so for real. Like, did you?
Have you gotten that before?
Yeah, I have.
Like when like guys have girls and they swipe up or DM you or something.
Ooh.
I haven't
Spill
been.
the tea. A ver.
No names.
No names. No, just kidding. I haven't been DM'd yet. I don't think by someone that has a girlfriend, but I for sure like they'll be in the story likes. You know.
Yeah.
They'll be in the story likes, and I'm like, you have a girlfriend. Or
the story likes.
The story likes, like the
those
likes.
are the worst ones.
Yeah, those are bad. Yeah, they'll be in the story likes, and I'm like, I go, you know, I like to go on their page.
That's how it starts.
They even will have the girl on their whole profile picture, you know?
No way.
And then like the audacity, yeah.
Cupcaking? Fuck.
I'm like, are you serious right now?
That's crazy, bro.
It's or even like I'll see people in my story views that don't follow me. And it's guys that have girlfriends. They don't even follow me, but they're like in my story.
They'll still be
so
watching?
I'm like, how are you watching my story right now? You know, it doesn't make.
Damn.
It's a cold,
hey, you know who you
cold
are?
world we live in.
You know who you are?
You know who you are. That's what I'm saying. The dating world right now is tough.
It's tough, bro. That's what I be telling you,
I
bro.
observe things from the outside,
right
and I'm like, I don't want any part of that right now. I don't want any part of that right now. Like,
I'd rather just focus on myself, you know?
Yeah.
Reach my body goals, my everything, financial goals, and then
Social media now.
Social media now.
Yeah.
Social media goals.
But no, Bianca, I mean, to wrap this up, I don't know if you had anything else to tell us. I told everything. You kind of answered everything I want to hear from a girl perspective, and I'm glad you came on. Oh, and by the way, back to the camera. Females, if you're out there, you want to come on to the podcast, DM us, right? Because so you're the first girl here on the California on season 2. What do you have to tell the females to come on this podcast? Like, was it nervous? Was it shy? Do you feel uncomfortable?
No, I think, but also part of it, you know, I know you guys, but I think anyone that comes on here is going to be someone you guys know.
Yeah.
I think I was comfortable. Like, you guys answered or asked good questions, and I feel like I answered and said what I would want to say.
Yeah.
I feel you girls come on here and like share your side of things. You know, I feel you guys are for the most part, you guys are a guy podcast. Have a lot of guys on here,
Yep.
so it's nice to get girls on here to like say our side. You know, share what we want to share, get our point of view too. So.
I like it. No, and then I remember I DM'd Bianca and I was like, yeah, like I want to hear like the female side because we've heard a bunch of the guy side and it's pretty much like not the same stuff, but it's different. Like, you know, let's hear what a girl has to say on the questions we asked. And you did great. So thank you for coming. Let's get a little juicy real quick.
Yeah, we got to spice it up a little bit, you know what I mean? So, you know, this is a big thing. I feel like it's boring, you know, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's like a guy, you know? We don't want to know. And the girl, I'm pretty sure, like, they don't want to know, you know? So I feel like, do you think size really matters?
We're older now, so we can answer these kind of questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've been, you know.
If you're under 18, click off the video right now.
I'm like, oh no.
Nice playing.
I think
Is the ocean the motion or
I'm trying to figure out
You gotta be honest.
the holy way of answering this.
the holy way?
Let's go back a little bit. Past tense me, okay? I think I'm gonna say no.
No.
I think just knowing what you're doing and being, making sure you're meeting your partner's needs. I feel like, and it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters, but there's other ways to make sure your person is satisfied and meeting their needs. So that's how I'm gonna answer it. Does that answer your question? I said no.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah. What do you think? What do you guys think? Like, what do you guys think girls normally like? What's the normal answer for?
I feel like it does matter.
You think so?
Well, I feel like for me, it makes me feel like a little better, a little confident, because I did have a stalking. Stalking.
Stalker. I'm like,
a little talking stage, and I was just confident. I linked up with her like 2 or 3 times, and I just, just whipped it out. So I just feel like
wait.
So I just feel like you gotta be confident, or like I feel like it does matter for a guy. My point, because I feel more confident.
I want to hear what you think. What do you think the normal answer is?
It doesn't matter.
So for me, so I'm 5'5", right? So I'm short. So all I got is confidence. I don't know. I mean,
doesn't matter.
a good way that I kind of talk to females is about my confidence, because I'm 5'5", so shit, I can't do nothing to a girl, so I gotta be funny. You know what they say, make her laugh and giggle, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do what you got. So, but I mean, all I got is confidence. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
it does matter, bro.
Yeah,
you guys think so?
You guys just gotta be honest.
I'm sure it does, but
I'm being honest. I don't think it.
For a one night stand, I feel like it matters. For like if you're together forever, like kind of thing. Okay, it's like it's about the connection, right? It's less about. But if it's like on a hookup phase,
like, yes, sex is important. And I feel like but you can meet the needs like in other aspects. I don't think it's just that. I think it's like how you.
Yeah.
You do use it too, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna turn the question on you guys.
Yeah. No, it's gotta be true, though. You gotta know what the fuck you're doing too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna turn the question on you. Does size matter, like for girls on their?
Cut.
I don't know. Like, do you guys look at a girl's body and are like, okay, yeah, Well, of course you guys. Do.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not here and lie. Oh yeah, most definitely. Me, I like a pretty face. I love a pretty face. The body, like, I like a pretty face because it's like, let's say like we do end up becoming something, I want to wake up pretty face. I don't want to, what I'm saying? Like, I don't want a 4. I don't want a 3 either.
I mean, it's true. You have to be attracted to the person to want to pursue them and want it to work. That's why when people say like, looks still matter. Yeah, they don't. The heart matters, but like you'll like if you're not attracted to the person, you're not gonna put effort into it. You're not gonna want to like keep trying to pursue them. So I mean, you have to be.
And then if she has a body, it's a plus. It's a plus for me. She has like I'm talking. Like one of those bodies, I'm like, fuck it. Like, it was one of those bodies. I was like, okay, cool, it's a plus, and run it up, fuck it.
What about you?
Chavita.
No, I feel like it's important what you said, like the face does matter a lot, because think about it, she's not always gonna have that body forever. You know what I mean? You have a little kid or two, the body goes down, and then or also age too. She's not always gonna be looking like 20. So next thing you know, she's gonna be 30, 40, 60. And you're still with her, so obviously you want to pick the face. I feel like the face is a very important thing.
I think so. Me personally, that's
Facts. I'm just kidding.
Why not?
Thank you for asking.
But once again, guys, cruise over at Toxic Kings today. We got
Bianca.
We got
Sal.
And we'll see you guys. Well, actually, wait. You'll see. Hopefully, we'll do some more collabs. Hopefully, we'll come back and do another podcast. We'll do a couple more.
Mukbang.
Yeah. Make sure you follow her on
social media. Everything will be a link in the description. But once again, thank you guys for tuning in. We're on the road to 300 subscribers. Make sure you comment, share, like, subscribe. Tell your mom, your aunties, everybody. But once again, guys, we're out.
Yeah, baby girl, I got some toxic traits. Yeah, I never meant for it to be this way.